Hi everybody, Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is, Chimera. Now, what is a chimera? What you hear outside here, if you hear a little background noise, that's a rainstorm. And I can tell you that in the 4 years of drought that I experienced here in Southern California, even the thought that it might rain was just a chimera at that time. A chimera is an illusion. It's a fantasy. It's a dearly desired but unrealizable dream. It's a delusion. That is the way that we use this word chimera. We use it figuratively to describe this psychological state, but that actually is not its original meaning. Its original meaning is it's the name of a creature from Greek mythology that has the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and the tail of a snake. Thought I had problems, right? And it's a female, and she's terrorizing some town called Lycia, and the hero, Bellerophon, comes in and kills her. And that's where the word comes from, chimera. It comes into English that way in its literal meaning, and its pathway, its etymological journey from Greek to English is very, it's very typical, right? Greek to Latin, Latin to Old French into Middle English in 1382, which is really way back. I mean, this is 5 years before Geoffrey Chaucer even started writing the Canterbury Tales. But you'll never guess where it pops up. The Bible. The Wycliffe Bible. The very first Bible translated into English, 100%. Of course, this is before the printing press, so each Bible must be copied by hand. But it's not at all like the 17th century, which is when we start using chimera in that psychological sense. And that's when the King James Version, of course, is written and printed. But back in 1382, it's the monster that's in the Bible. Now, how can we use this word today? Because we're going to use it figuratively. We're going to talk about the psychological condition. How about this? I have seen many young actors and actresses come to Los Angeles searching for the chimera of fame. How was that? That's pretty easy, huh? Or how about this? And this is my personal chimera. I grew up in a world that had actual, honest to God, real privacy. Alas, I think it's just a chimera today. Maybe someday people won't even believe we ever had that. Okay, so that's chimera. Use it in the comments below. I want to see what your chimeras are. And by the way, if you want to read the story about the chimera and Bellerophon, it's in book 6 of the Iliad. And this is a really good translation. I think it's Nagel's, right? Fagles. I really like this translation. But if you bought this book, the Iliad, you don't want to buy it from the big boys. Buy it from independent booksellers at bookshop.org/shop/word of the day, and I'll see you later.